So propose synthetic route from ethene. This is fun, easy. So let's talk about what we need to do. Step 1, count carbon atoms. Step 2, look at the functional group changes. All right, so here we go. What do we start with? All right, you're starting with ethene. Okay, so first of all, this is 2 carbon. Your ethanamide also 2 carbon. So therefore, I know there's no step up or down reaction. So the both step up and both step down is off your mind. You will never come inside here. You will never have a chance. So you don't think about it. Okay. So how? Then we need to ask ourselves, all right, between the 2 functional group, which is cis double bond and amide. Now it's like this. It's like this is your house. Remember? Now this is your house and this is your, I don't know, your school. Yes. So the only question is, along the way, where do you stop your bus? Do you take, how many buses do you take? Public transportation, correct? So then how? Now, the question is, would you want to start thinking about here? I personally wouldn't. Why? Because in alkene, there are a lot of buses that you can take at the bus stop. Are you with me? From your house. The house near a bus stop got a lot of buses. You're not going to do that. I'm going to start here. Why? Because this is an amide functional group, right? You think about it, amide cannot go anywhere. It's the end already. It's the last stop. It's like your school is in Changi. You cannot go further than Changi already. Make sense? You can only reverse back to Tampines, for example, which is the nearest town, let's say, or Pasir Ris. Okay, are you with me? So you see, it's not always start from here and go there. A lot of y'all think like that. No, it's not. It's about, do you want to start here or start here? Think first. And I'm going to definitely start here because I know there is only one bus to go there. And that bus must come from Tampines. Are you with me? Which is the nearest so-called town to the airport, the Changi airport. Done. Okay? Remember, it's not about the answer, it's about the approach that you're learning here. Okay? Done. So here we go. You see how I work? So from here, I know I need to come here. What is this? This is a 1,2 carbon amide. So this is your primary amide. Okay, so I know that I need to go through this step first. Correct? You have to do what? How do we get your amide? An amide is when you use acid chloride. Make sense? I say, okay, so I need a 2 carbon acid chloride. So this is my first step, if you ask me. All right, it's a thinking process that we are training right now. So this is my 2 carbon acid chloride. Yo, so ugly. Let me draw probably too long with the box. 2 carbon acid chloride. Am I okay? And look at it. There is a what amide? Is a primary amide. We discussed this last week. Remember? Primary amide. You drop 1 degree. You don't use a primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary. You use an ammonia. As well as the reaction. This is called nucleophilic acyl substitution. And then we add ammonia gas. It's very reactive, so room temp good enough, right? Acid chloride is very reactive. Done. So in Tampines, you must go to where? Which part of the town, right? You want to travel from, let's say I stay at Bukit Panjang area. So how do you move? So next, maybe we go to Orchard, right? Before I go to Tampines. So acid chloride come from where? Acid chloride, we learned that it only comes from one place, which is your carboxylic acid. Got chance? Yes? No? So carboxylic acid. So it is a 2 carbon carboxylic acid, for example. So ethanoic acid. And how do we do this? Chlorination using a chlorinating agent. And this is the one, be careful. There are 3 chlorinating agents that we learn that we can use, right? Okay, in alcohol topic as well as here. So if I use the one that has a lot of high chlorine, PCl5, the condition very relaxed, room temp. But if I use something, all right, that has less chlorine in terms of phosphorus, halide, PCl3, I believe I need to heat. I reminded you last week, so I'm showing you right now. If I use the other one, which is very good because don't need to do further distillation, all right, thionyl chloride, again, how I remember it, very little chlorine, I heat it. You must find a way to remember all these things with whatever story you have. All right. So I'm doing my best to give you my stories, even adopt mine. Done. I memorize this damn well. Right? Because you need to recap. This one have to be memorized, no choice. Right? So carboxylic acid from alkene. What are you going to do? The connection I saw is probably carboxylic acid from where? From primary alcohol. And then alcohol is linked to alkene. I'm going to do this and think I'm done already. I'm going to get a primary alcohol called ethanol from here. All right, so this is a primary alcohol once again. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to oxidize it all the way. Make sense? So this is oxidation. So oxidation, what I do, I use acidified. Cannot use alkaline condition, else you get the salt, then you must acidify. One more step. All right, don't get yourself in trouble. So acidified, KMNO4 equals, or K2Cr2O7, right? The weaker one also work. Need high yield, so heat with reflux. And I'll get my carboxylic acid. And you know what I'm going to do here? The first step, hydration, also known as EAD. All right, usually we say two-step. First step, corn H2SO4. Second step, add water and warm, right? One, two, three, four. 4 steps looks good. Did I repeat any of the steps? I didn't. Likely this is good. If you would like to catch my latest videos, click on subscribe button right now. And click on the bell if you want to receive instant notifications once I've uploaded my latest video. If you would like to join my live chemistry classes and revision workshops, go on to winnerseducation.com and find out how you can score distinction for chemistry on a consistent basis, either in our center or online via Zoom. If you want to check out my online school, go on to passwithdistinction.teachable.com. You'll be able to learn chemistry concepts at your own pace and anywhere in the world, topic by topic. This is Sean Chua from Winners Education, to your distinction in chemistry.